Hey guys, this is John and welcome back to my NEStalgiaholic channel, and in today's episode we're going to take a closer look at kind of an interesting pick for a toy back in 1990. And the reason I picked this item is because it was complete pandemonium when this thing was released, and most of us remember this. It's the Tickle Me Elmo doll. It came out in 1996. Now before I get going on the doll, I do want to touch base on Sesame Street itself. I'll admit, I did watch Sesame Street growing up. Big fan of the show. I'm sure most of us did watch it growing up. It's hard to believe it's gone for 41 plus seasons, over 4,200 episodes, still going strong. Had to whip out the Kicking Old School t-shirt for this episode because I figured it was fitting, right? But back to the Elmo itself. It was released by a company called Tyco, which stands for Tyler Company. The company was founded in 1926 by John Tyler. And they started off by making train sets and kid toys, stuff like that. And they eventually evolved and come to like the mid 90s. We're going to fast forward to 1995, 1996 time. They were presented a concept called a Tickle Me, I think it was like a monkey. It was Tickle Me Monkey or something like that. And basically what happened, they didn't have the rights to Sesame Street at the time, but they did have the rights to Looney Tunes. So they were planning on marketing it as like a Tickle Me Tasmanian Devil, Tickle Me Bugs Bunny, etc. so forth. And what they did, they got the rights to the Sesame Street franchise, or the use of the name, right? And they created Tickle Me Elmo. And who would have thought this little thing would have caused so much chaos when it was released during the holidays of 1996? In fact, they retailed for $29, but people were reselling it through newspapers, because this is before eBay and online, right? So through newspapers. And at one point, the highest fetch one reached $1,500. That's crazy. People were paying $1,500 for this thing right here. And it's nothing really too special. It's basically a plush, and it has this box in the back. You click the front here, it runs off of 3 AA batteries, and this is what happens. There he goes. If you tickle him enough, he starts like shaking. And as cheesy as this thing sounds, it does bring a smile on my face because it's kind of really cheesy and funny, right? Now, a year later in 1997, they did release different variations. They released not only Elmo, they had Tickle Me Ernie, they had Big Bird, and they had Tickle Me Cookie Monster. Those sold fairly well, but not nearly as well as Elmo himself. Also in 1997, Tyco was purchased by Mattel, so Mattel took it over and got the whole rights to the Sesame Street line. And interesting enough, they did release in 2001, they had a special surprise Tickle Me Elmo. It was pretty cool because I think in like February 9th, there was some certain date, there was 5 of them that if you tickled it on like that certain day, it would announce that you're a winner. And what you'd win is like $200,000. So it's pretty crazy that they had a really cool contest that there were 5 limited edition Elmos that you tickle on one particular day, and that day it would stop laughing and Elmo would announce that you won $200,000. So that's a pretty cool contest. Now, 2006, they also released Mattel released Tickle Me X, or TMX, which stood for 2 things: Tickle Me 10, which is the 10th anniversary, or Tickle Me Extreme. And it was basically Elmo. He'd laugh and giggle, and he'd also do backflips and somersaults, whatever, so that's pretty cool. But I just want to talk to you a little bit, just want to show you Tickle Me Elmo. Explained. I was a little bit too old to purchase this back in the day, to be honest with you, but I had to get one and talk about it, and just wanted to show you this video. Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.